Well, what is this?
Welcome to the Lady Gang.
That's amazing. Say that again.
The Lady Gang.
Things are about to change around here.
Each week we catch up with Hollywood's hottest girl posse, Keltie Knight, beccatobin, and jacvanek.
Hello. Welcome to Lady Gang. I'm beccatobin here with jacvanek and Keltie Knight.
Hello, ladies.
Hi, we're IRL. We're in person. We're
Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you.
And it
Feels so good. Can I start?
Yeah, it's time for
Good week.
Yes, it is.
Bad week. Oh no.
All right, guys. I have a good week. So Becca and I's mutual friend Emily was in town this week, and she listens to the podcast. So what's up, Em? So I haven't been around. I don't really have friends, as you guys know.
I was like, how is she trying to say this right now?
What is happening?
So I have friends, but I don't really have friends. And so, I'm friends with Christina, but Christina never comes to my house. I go to Christina's house.
Well, she has a kid.
She's a kid, and all her baby stuff's there, right? And I see friends. I went to New York. I saw the Rockettes. I saw my friend Nicole for dinner. People stay at my house, but it's Becca stays overnight for work, or we have something early in the morning, or my parents come and stay, which I haven't had a friend come to stay for a minute. And also, she was here, and she's she knows this. She's a barnacle of a person. She's a 2 on the Enneagram. Okay. So that's a barnacle person.
What does that mean?
A 2 is
2 is they love a lot and they want to be loved back the same way that they love.
Yes, they love a lot. They give a lot of love because they need a lot of love.
Yeah.
Whereas I want career success because that's how I need love, or Jack needs to be around people and that's how she needs love.
Got it. Okay.
A 2 is what are you doing? Do you love me? They need all the love. They're they need a lot of human.
It's validation
well, it
back.
fills their cup to give
it fills
love
their cup to
and
give
receive.
love and receive love.
Yeah, okay.
And so it was just so funny because I would go and hide. I would hide in different places in my house because I just get overpeopled. And even from a best friend, I would go on a work trip with Jody and I would be I need to go for a walk. I just get overpeopled and I'm so used to be by myself. And I've been by myself so much this year, especially in the house. Even when my dad was there, I was good night. It's 8:50 I'm going to bed. So I would do all the things I normally do, go in the shower, go to my bed. And Emily, that fucking barnacle, I love her so much. And this is why she's such an amazing person. But she literally would be knock, knock. And she would just lay on my bed. Or I was literally in the shower and she was hey, are you in the shower? And then she was just checking in. And I was just
oh my God.
Why it's my good week is that I am so happy.
You need that
I have people in my life who will not let me just Keltie them.
Yeah.
And I Keltie everyone, even my husband, and that she didn't let me Keltie, and she was we're going out for sushi. I really want to have sushi. I don't want to leave my house on a Wednesday after work. I'm exhausted. But we went, and it was actually a really nice time. And,
there you go.
Anyway, so I'm just it was my good week that I had her in town. She got to see the house. We got to go on this beautiful hike and have real good life talks that you can only have with people that have just known you for so long and just know the depth of you. And it was just really wonderful. The bad week is, after all that peopling, I signed myself up to go to the fucking Nutcracker on Friday. And I was at a work meeting in Venice. I left Venice at 4 o'clock for a 7 p.m. Burbank Nutcracker. Oh and I was I'll go over to the Marshalls, I'll go to the TJ Maxx, and then I'll go to the Nutcracker. I was on the 405 for 2.5 hours. It got dark, and I'm on the 405, and I had a full-on in-the-dark panic attack.
Oh, no.
The 101 ramp, this is the 2 biggest highways in LA, everyone. The 101 ramp, it took me 2.5 hours to get to the 101 ramp. When I got there, the ramp was closed. So you couldn't even get on the 101. So that's why the traffic was so bad. The world was, I have very rarely had a full panic attack. It feels like the diorama of your life is getting super small. It's this. It's you're wearing tiny little binoculars. You can't see anything. It was completely dark. It was as if I couldn't see anymore. I had to pull over to the side of the road, have a huge cry, literally text my niece and nephew, I'm not coming to the Nutcracker. I was I can't get here. And then the GPS kept you know, in your GPS, you're like, you can't go a certain way.
And they keep telling you
It
to go that way.
keeps telling me to go that
Yeah.
way. I drove literally 20 miles to Van Nuys, and it still was trying to get me to go on the 101. I was like, you can't go on the 101. Anyway, I had a full-blown panic attack. I didn't make it to the Nutcracker. I'm disappointed in my whole family, and I never got to see my niece and nephew. It was their last Nutcracker ever. I didn't see it. I feel like an asshole.
That's
Driving is terrible, and I made a rule. I looked at Chris. I got home. I had a cry in his arms, and I looked at him and I said, I've made a rule. I'm not driving in the dark anymore. I will Uber. I don't care if I have to Uber and it's $3,000. I'm not driving the dark anymore.
That's good.
fine, yeah.
That's good.
I'm wearing reading glasses.
You don't
and
have
I'm
to
not
send a
driving
kid to college. You should do that all you want.
I do
Yeah.
not.
You
spend
And so
that
if I
money
have
like
a
that.
meeting in daytime and I might have to drive in the night, I'm going to Uber to that meeting too.
Yeah, I think that's
I'm
fair.
not doing it anymore.
Yeah, good.
I'm going to suggest something even further. I think you should just do a driver. I think if you know that you're going to be
Having a
Ubering,
day?
having a driver, like somebody that you call and they
Book it, like a black lane or something.
Yeah.
It's
Because
not
I'm
that
also gonna
expensive.
say
Honestly, it's cheaper to get a
it's-
black lane black card than it is to get an Uber to
I
the
know.
airport most of the time.
And also Ubers, when you're a sensitive, if you're like a person who picks up on energies and get
Yeah.
like sucked
Yeah.
by people,
Yeah.
which you just explained,
Yeah.
sometimes that's a living hell too.
It's really
Yeah,
hard.
that's true.
So finding a really great driver that will not speak to you if you aren't ready, if you aren't in the place of wanting
You're
to be
right.
spoken
I'm
to.
going to find a driver.
You
this
deserve
year.
that. You have 8 jobs. I think you
Yeah.
should give yourself that.
You're right. I'll drive to NBC. It's 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Or E. Like I'll drive whatever, but I'm not fucking driving anymore.
No, I'm good. I'm happy for you.
Okay.
Jack?
Okay, so my good week is, you guys know my Facebook group for the apartment complex and all the fun shit that goes
Yes.
on.
What's happening?
We've got an
Tell us
update.
the deets.
So we have like a trash chute for every floor.
Yeah.
And like it's like one of these like little
We
ones.
lived in New York. We know about a trash
the little
chute.
one.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
Yeah.
the trash gets stuck in it, but like whatever, you need to like shove it down.
Yeah.
So there was a
The
post.
dirtiest hands.
It's so disgusting. Like everything is like covered in like
It's literally
sticky
a toilet. It's disgusting.
So there was a post on the
Did they ever
Facebook
clean
group.
those? Anyway. sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
my apartment complex actually keeps things really clean. But anyways, there's a post and it says, just found all of this in building 4 trash rooms. So somebody just threw all of their trash next to the chute, didn't even attempt to put it in. But
Then
then
they pulled.
they found the person's address from one
Who
of
was
the
it?
like
Boxes?
labels, and they just posted the person's address and tagged them.
What did the
They
person
go,
do?
at Natalie, this is like all your
Yeah.
shit. But anyways, I'm like, I love this. Publicly shaming people for doing really shitty shit. Like we're in an apartment complex community. Like you
Yeah.
need to do your part.
Yes.
Throw your trash
Shared
away.
space.
Shared the space. So them calling them out like publicly,
Yeah.
I loved it. They never answered. The person never like responded to it. They might not be in the
Maybe she
Facebook
moved
group.
I bet
out.
she moved and that was her final garbage.
F you.
I loved it though. I always
good.
love the drama.
Well, I think, did
And
it say
there's-
the apartment number? You should leave a hate note on her apartment.
Yeah.
Natalie, I saw what you did. I will never forget it. Jack,
they
1A.
literally, yeah, they just took a screenshot of the entire thing. So I loved that. I was like all for it. People are disgusting. Trash, trash, trash. So my bad week is I'm obviously back to looking for houses in California.
Okay.
And so I'm looking around Orange County. I'm looking around my parents' house. And I was like, oh my God, there's like a cluster of houses that like are actually pretty affordable for California standards. And they're like really nice. And I'm like, ooh, what is this? What is this? What is this? I'm like, oh, it's like a 55 and up community.
Can you get in there?
No, I'm not 55 and up.
Damn.
But I'm like, but they keep the prices low for the boomers. I'm like, you know who doesn't need cheap houses is boomers.
What if you had one of your parents buy it for you?
And then you live there.
I
But there's
don't-
probably a rule.
They could probably tell that like in a second. But I'm like, this is so f***ed up. Like, who needs cheap houses are millennials.
Yeah.
The boomers got the cheap houses, and now they're only
It's true.
saving the cheap houses for boomers. I'm like, this is the most ass backwards thing ever. And like another to millennials. And I just like, I can't deal with it anymore. But like, it's such a bummer.
That sucks.
And they're so nice. I'm like, I could actually afford this.
Damn it.
I need to be 20 years older.
Damn it. Well, it means something's coming. Okay, my bad week is that I realized that I don't have a single picture of a single person in my house.
Oh, I don't either.
I'm a mother now.
Oh,
And
I
my
can't believe you
friend
don't have a
walked
mantle
in
full of Ford photos.
and was like, this is strange. You don't have any pictures of your kid up in this house. I'm like, well, he lives in it. I see him in real life. I don't need to look at a picture. She goes, you're missing a chip. Like, this is weird.
Cold.
She goes, well, do you have like newborn photos from
You didn't take newborn photos.
And this is.
Did you do the dress up, like put him in the elephant costume?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, you didn't.
It should be illegal to take pictures of a newborn. It should be illegal to pay someone to take pictures of a newborn. It is the weirdest thing I could ever think to do.
Are you going to murder me when I have a kid and I'm going to be the exact opposite from you?
Oh my God,
Like, I'm
Christina
going to take
had-
5 million pictures all of the time, costumes, like themes.
Christina had crocheted all the characters of Star Wars and put Pixie or Carmela in each one of the like little Princess Leia hat and then a
yeah, I'd be
Yoda
doing that.
head and like as a tiny baby. This is what people do, Becca. This is
This
it's
is
okay
what-
that you hate it because that's what we love about you, but that's what people do.
But like, I just wonder, like,
it started
are you
with the
going?
Ann Gettys, like
What
you're in the
dri-
flower
What
patch.
drives this?
Because it's adorable, and you want to like document parts of your baby's life.
I have an iPhone with like 8 million pictures of this kid on it. When I am dying, I can look back and be like, what was Ford doing on July 20th, 20?
Well, he wasn't in a Baby Yoda crocheted hat.
No.
He definitely wasn't in a costume.
No, he was
ever.
in my body.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to do because my friend was like, you have to do some kind of family shoot. She goes, actually, for your Christmas cards, like your holiday cards, that's the way you can just get
Yeah,
it
do a
over with.
Christmas card.
Once you're, just use those pictures and print them. And I was like, what pictures? I've never had a professional photo shoot of my childies too. Like, why don't I want
My
to do
parents
this?
made me do a professional photo shoot in 2007. I was dating Ryan Ross. I had a bad mullet, and we all wore white shirts. I think you did the same thing with your family, and jeans. And it's still up in my.
I definitely didn't do that.
It's still up in my parents' kitchen, and it is. I couldn't be more hideous. It was like as if they took you in the middle of Warped Tour and
Yeah.
they're like, but be pretty.
Yeah,
and you were
yeah.
like, okay. And so you curled that like front swoop up and like took off the eyeliner and
Yeah.
tried to like look like a respectable
like a wholesome young lady.
yeah, but you were not.
No.
And I'll send you a picture of it.
That's so funny.
Hideous. Anyway.
So what's the solution?
just don't do it.
nothing?
I have no idea. I have no
Do a Polaroid.
I don't
Do
want to
Polaroid.
spend $1,000 for someone to come take pictures of my kid.
Just come back to Hollywood and walk some red carpets. You'll get the picture for free. I'll steal
my
it off Getty for
child?
you. Yeah, I'll steal it off Getty for you.
Put that up in your house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start
with the
doing
Getty
it.
images.
I know. I'm not even gonna buy
watermark.
that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start doing it. I'm never gonna be a Christmas card
Just
person.
go do it
It's just
ironically
not.
at JCPenney
I
with
know.
like
I'm
the
doing
shag
that.
carpet.
Yeah.
I don't think they do that anymore.
Yes, they do.
Oh.
Jared and I are doing it this year. We did it last year. They do still do it.
Okay, well, I'm not doing that.
Oh.
Okay, so that was my bad week.
I'm doing it
I
without a
don't
kid.
know why. I genuinely, normally I'm like, this is just how I am, and I don't care. Like, I totally understand my point of view. I genuinely am concerned that I have no desire to do this.
Well, you also don't have wedding photos of yourself.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
but
think
I
a
don't
wedding
either.
photo is nice. Are you going to put a wedding photo in your house of you?
No. I literally had this conversation with my
Cold hard
dad
to-
yesterday about it because he's like, "Oh, like, you know,
We
we're
haven't
gonna-
even seen the 360 cam that he wore down
I
the aisle
know,
yet.
but
What
I
the-
just don't. I don't like photos in my like. I like artwork,
Yeah,
and I like
it
text.
makes me feel
like
weird.
artwork, but like I don't like photos unless they're like a work of art. If that makes any sense,
I
like
think for me,
you know what
it's
you can
a
do?
reminder of how fast life is going.
Ooh, dark.
I feel that.
You know,
Yeah.
because I feel like when I go to my sister's house, she's so good at taking the kids' pictures, but then I look at like the wall of pictures and I think in my mind that wasn't that long ago, but it's so obvious that time has passed and it's like just keeps going. That picture's going to keep getting older and older. And this,
Yeah. Oh my God,
it's a
yeah.
weird feeling.
This is a you
No, I
issue.
feel-
It
No,
is
it's
a you
not.
issue.
No,
this
it's
is
not.
something that can't be fixed
That's
with a
not
Christmas
you.
card.
I feel the exact same way.
Okay, good.
I mean, like time.
I don't like a
time
moment
being
in time. I don't like
fleeting
a
is-
snapshot.
Yeah, me neither.
It's a
I mean,
reminder.
it's yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't want to talk
dark.
about
Okay. All right. Well, we got to the bottom of my issue, so that's weird. That's upsetting. My good week is it's pretty simple. I listened to a podcast called The Deep Dive with June Diane Raphael and Jessica St. Clair. And June was talking about how December gets so crazy. I know we're past December, but this is something I'm going to bring into my every month of my year. It's like you have your priorities of who you want to see in that month, and that's the only thing you do. So if it doesn't fall in the category of seeing any of the people that you have on your list, you don't do it. Because
Love
you
that.
spend so much time being obligated to go to these things and then blah, blah, blah. So it's like outside your family. And then so you have like the friends and the friends you want to see are the friends you're going to see that month. And I'm so sorry. It's just not happening if you're not on that list.
Amen.
It's like you have a nightclub, but nobody knows.
Not on the
You're
list,
like, oh,
baby.
Shit. March? Sorry, Julie, you're not on the list.
I'll see you in May.
But it's a good way to decide what you are and you aren't going to do because
love that.
it's really hard.
Yeah, I stressed myself out this week because I do my auntie thing once a year, which is I send all of my friends, I send all the 4-year-olds, basically 4-year-olds and
It's
up.
fine, I don't care.
A Christmas card, and it has like this butterfly in it. So
There
when you
money in
open it,
there?
it goes, and then $20.
Well, I'd like that.
So like every every
I
American
want it
kid
too.
gets $20 American, and every Canadian kid gets $20 Canadian.
Oh, yeah.
Except my favorite kid gets 100. But anyway,
Oh my God.
Wow.
And Ford gets nothing.
It's fine. He doesn't even know what money is yet.
no, he's too little.
But I do.
And like I don't know why I add this to my plate because
Stop.
like nobody cares, but also you have
they
to
do.
Actually,
you have
they
to go
do.
into the bank
To get
and
20s.
get the $20 bill. You can get them for America from the ATM, but Canadian you have to order them and then you have to go
But
back to the
Keltie,
bank.
you
And
love a job. You love
Right.
This is a task.
You love a task.
I know, and I
And
write each one.
Becca was talking about literally like hanging out with people. Like that's not hanging out with people.
that's not.
That's literally
that's
doing
just
a task.
doing a task. She has no
Do you
one
guys
to-
think it's weird? Okay, here's the thing. So it's Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
And then like next Tuesday, I'm leaving to Vietnam for the
Okay.
holidays. And I'm having a big existential crisis. Should I take down my Christmas tree before I go?
When you get back.
Or when I get back? So I get back on the 28th, but then I'm instantly going that night. I get home in the morning. I'm going that night to Canada, and then I'll be back the next Wednesday. But I'm trying to bring my brother back to LA to get him some sunshine.
So when are you coming back? The
So I'll
date?
be like January 4th, and then the Golden Globes are the 7th, and award season
Oh,
starts.
I'd probably take it down.
So would I take it down before I go so that I can come home to a clean,
Yes.
ready to
Yes.
go house?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I was thinking.
That's like-
but is it sacrilegious to take down your Christmas tree before Christmas?
I didn't even put anything up in my apartment.
You didn't?
No, because Jared's not home.
So
Oh,
sad.
I know. We had no time to do
Zach
it.
broke the rules, and I said no tree this year, and he went to Home Depot and came back with a tree.
Becca, you have to have a Christmas tree. That's so insane.
She doesn't have to. She's Jewish. Do you have a Hanukkah
I
thing?
haven't even taken my menorah out, and we're past.
Oh, God.
And I got a beautiful menorah last year, and there's no better year to be excited about
I know.
Hanukkah. I'm a horrible person.
It's just
We know that.
thing after thing after thing. No
like
pictures, no
being
Christmas
a
tree, no
human is
menorah.
hard.
It's so hard. All right, when we come back, we're going to gossip about allegedly what's happening.
Now back to the Lady Gang.
Look, the Hollywood tour bus.
They didn't even stop
Oh
for
no,
us.
rude. They didn't know we're here.
Well, welcome back to the Lady Gang. This is a first in 8 years of Lady Gang.
Yes.
We are podcasting from Keltie's car on the side of the road.
Yep.
Our time slot ended in the studio in
Yep.
LA, here in beautiful Beverly Hills, and we needed to get the news to you fast and we
Loose.
know fast and loose because we know you come to us for
Yeah.
in the moment, on the go, news, important things.
That's literally actually not what people come to us for at all.
I mean, obviously.
This is CNN.
CNN, baby.
We are out in the field. We are coming to you from Beverly Drive, one of the most beautiful streets of Beverly Hills. If you hear some cars whizzing by, it's not your imagination. There are cars whizzing by. Busy
But
time.
this opens a whole can of like possibilities for us because I think we should just like, should we do podcasts where we just roll around and like talk like we normally do? Like we just drive, like we could go to McDonald's. I could be eating French fries in 10
I
minutes.
wish we were eating
You
French
know what I
fries.
mean?
Yeah.
good.
We could put the car in drive if you know, at some point. If
Okay.
we want to do that as like a, you know, we could just go get the diet. It'd be like they're with us.
The
Yeah.
thing is, I don't really trust you podcasting and driving
Well,
at the
someone
same
else
time.
is going to have to drive.
It would have to
Yeah.
be me.
I could never be the driver. Come on now. Anyways, so hi from the car. This is allegedly what's happening, and we are here to talk about some things.
What's happening?
What's happening is that Kevin Costner is allegedly dating Jewel.
I love this.
I saw that.
This is news to me.
Isn't that crazy?
It's very bizarre.
I love it.
Does it make sense? I
Yes.
don't know Kevin Costner
She
too
loves
well.
horses. Her old husband was a cowboy.
Was he?
Really?
Yes. It's like Yellowstone come to life. Her old husband was the Thai whatever, and he was on Dancing with the Stars. He was actually a really good dancer, but he was like a country bumpkin. And they love horses. Kevin Costner is on Yellowstone. He rides a lot of horses. Like, I feel like this is amazing.
Do you think he likes the way that
She rides her pony?
No.
Oh.
Do you think he likes the way her hands look holding his penis? Because, her hands are small.
Are they?
That's the song.
Wow, right over my
And
head.
guys always say, date a girl with small hands. It'll make your penis look bigger.
Oh yeah, that's so true.
Just kidding.
I'm happy for him.
I think Kevin Costner is one of the hottest elders in the world.
He's hot. How old is he?
I think he might be an asshole. I don't know. I've interviewed him. He was lovely.
But judging from what's going on in his divorce, it feels like he could be quite an asshole.
well, that's the
What's
problem
happening
when
with their divorce? I don't know anything about Kevin Costner.
I don't think they had a prenup. I think they've been. I have no idea. I should know this as the chief correspondent of E! News, but I don't know that we report on Kevin. I don't know. Anyway,
how old is he?
I think he's like 60 something,
Googling it.
57, 68. And they've been together for like a very long time. And this seems, when a divorce, like, Joe Jonas had a prenup.
Yeah. He's
'Cause
68 years old.
He is?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Oh
cute.
my God, that's my dad's age.
Yeah, my dad too. Actually,
Me
I
too.
think my dad's in his 70s.
Really?
Yes, 68.
Weird.
Okay.
If you're born in
and then
1949.
Jewel
Jewel looks really good.
Yeah,
looks great.
Because she's
She's
Kevin Costner.
49. She's 49.
Yeah, it's cute. I
They're
like
hot.
it together.
I like her orange hair.
Me too.
I like it so much. I want to ask you about. Anyway, do we stand them? What do we call it? We ship them.
Yeah.
I do, for sure. This is
Wow.
great.
Wait, through their divorce, his ex-wife sought $248,000 a month in child support. But the judge ultimately decided that he'd only have to pay $63,000 each month.
Only.
Whoa.
$600,000 a year. But does she have to pay for his school?
No, each month.
No, I know, but
In spousal or child support?
Child.
Okay.
But $60,000 over the course of a year is like $680,000
And
Yeah.
that's probably how much it costs to keep their kids
in school.
doing all their things they were normally doing when Kevin Costner was married to their mom.
And she filed for divorce.
Oh.
Because he's allegedly.
Oh, do you think there's overlap?
No, you know why? You know why she filed for divorce? Because he left Yellowstone. She's as mad as we all are. The Yellowstone.
Yeah, but we're getting Matthew McConaughey.
It's not the same. They tried it with the Tim McGraw, and I love
I'm
Tim
sorry
McGraw.
that you can't compare Tim McGraw to Matthew McConaughey.
You think McConaughey?
He's going to crush.
But I just
He's
like
going-
the Duttons. I want the Duttons.
Okay, all right, fine. All right, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Jerry and Teresa are getting married. Jack, tell us everything.
Well, it's the Golden Bachelor and his wife or his fiance. I don't know much about it other than I know that they're doing a televised wedding, and they haven't done a televised wedding for Bachelor in probably like 20 years.
Wow.
Not
It's
20,
been a
maybe
long
like
time.
15 years. And they're getting married on January 4th, so it's a quick wedding.
Wow.
They just got engaged.
Well, you know, when you have more life
I'm surprised.
When you have less life
behind
to
you
live.
and less in
That's
front.
that's literally what he said.
He did?
When you have
no,
less life to
in an
live.
interview. No, I mean he didn't say it like that, but he was like, when you're older, like spending a year waiting for something is a year too long.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I love. I'm surprised the network is letting it air on January 4th.
Why?
Because people are still on vacation. A lot of people don't go back to school
Yeah,
or
it's
back
true.
from
I'll
work
be
until
gone
after
still.
the 7th.
That's true.
And I'm like, for the ratings juggernaut, but I think they want to keep it out of award season because the Golden Globes are on the 7th. But like, who cares? We care more about Jerry. I got to be honest. Like, I'm going to the Golden Globes, which I'm excited about, and I'm excited to interview these people, and I love my job. I haven't seen many of the performances. I know more about the housewife. I didn't have to study for BravoCon at all.
Well,
I have
yeah.
to study so hard for the Golden Globes. The world is changing.
Nothing is more important than reality TV.
Do you think she'll do 100%, Jack? Do you think she'll do like big flouncy dress changes and all that stuff?
I don't know.
Because it'll be all SpawnCon, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be like flashy because if it's the first thing that they're doing, they're obviously paying for it.
Does she have good
Like,
style? I don't know. I have not watched one minute
I
of
mean,
this.
she's just like an older.
But
I mean, she's cute.
They
She's
seem
tiny.
really in love.
Well, this is what I thought was interesting. So I actually haven't watched the finale still, but apparently it was between her and this other lady. But the other lady has just gone through like divorces. She's lost a partner. He's lost a partner.
the one he's picking.
The one that he picked.
Or the one he picked.
So a lot of people were pissed with the way that like he handled it with the other lady. But like at the end of the day, like these two people have experienced the same type of loss, and they're like looking for like a new companionship with each other that he wouldn't have been able to find
With the other one.
lady because she doesn't get losing like
totally.
a partner.
But the other thing that people need to understand, as someone who's been on The Bachelor, I can speak as an expert in this topic, is that like there's a lot of chumlumling.
Oh my God.
Yes, that's the
It's
word.
not a word.
That was worse than shenagling.
There's a
Like,
lot.
that's what you were going to say, right?
There's
And
a
then
lot
you're
of,
like,
like-
wait, that's not a word. Let me make up another one.
But like the
I
whole
actually
thing.
don't know what you're trying to say. with that word.
Manipulation.
The whole thing was like, they were like, well, Gary lied to the other woman because he was like, you said I see a future with you
Yeah.
to lady number 2. They
No.
always say that. They have to say that.
I guess he told her he was like in the fantasy suites. I think he was like, wait until 2 days from now. It's me and you, babe, or something.
he
like
said that.
Yeah, so he but like that's the thing with The Bachelor.
They're
He
gonna
doesn't know
make-
this because he hasn't watched The Bachelor, but that's like the new thing is they all tell everybody that they love them, and they all tell everybody there's a future. Like, and if you don't, then you're not like doing it right.
Right, and they probably told him he has to say that.
Yeah.
Like Gary's just, I met him in real life. I think he's a doll, and I think he's following instruction, and maybe now she could be the Golden Bachelorette.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they're hoping.
Yeah. Okay, open your presents. I got the girls' Christmas presents
my God.
this year.
They're different. They're not the
different.
same.
No. Each individually wrapped and
I
specialized
wish
for
we could
you
have done
guys.
a gift exchange.
I know.
No,
Well,
you
I'm
don't.
glad we didn't.
She doesn't want a gift. Neither do you, Jack. Or she would have made me an art.
Oh my God, so nice of you. Burt's Bees, this is my favorite color, Red Dahlia.
And it's hard to find.
It's very hard to find, but it's a combo pack, and it still has the price tags on it, and it came from TJ Maxx.
I'm sure this did too. Oh yeah, TJ Maxx.
This is wonderful. I actually am thrilled.
Wait,
Thank you so
wait.
much.
This is
no,
so
tell everyone what it
cute.
is.
okay.
Me?
Mine is 2 3-packs, so 6 chapsticks in total of Burt's Bees tinted lip balm. And Red Dahlia is my favorite color.
And you left one at the studio at my house.
Oh,
and
I
I've been
did?
using it, so I wasn't going to
Isn't
give
it
it
good?
back.
Payback.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It's
Yeah.
the best, like, no lip stuff color.
Yeah, I used to wear that all the time. I forgot about
I
it.
love it. I'm going to put it on right now and
Okay.
be so gorgeous.
Yep.
Gorgeous.
Jacqueline, what'd you get? I love it so much.
Well, I got a just married ornament.
Aw.
That's so cute. But when you look at it really closely, it looks like maybe a toddler painted it.
I love
these are, I know that you know where it came from TJ Maxx, but
It's so cute.
these are called glass. What are they called?
no, they're like
Glass
glass
ornaments?
ornaments.
No, it's there's a name for it. But this is all I have on my tree. So
No,
I
that's
have
what
like
I
have the
chic.
Yeah, I have
They're
like
very
the,
chic.
the puppy from London, and I have like Anna Wintour as a glass ornament, and I just thought it was
Did
like
you just throw away all the ones that weren't?
no, I have other ones, but
Oh.
like I've started collecting these, and I think it's really fun because here's one thing that is a real dream is every year when you put up your Christmas tree, like I started
You
making
have memories.
This is so
Yeah.
stupid, but maybe this is how you can get children into your. I don't remember what you talk.
Get into Christmas?
Yeah, because every year when I pull up my Christmas tree, I do one of the year ornaments with Chris and I.
Oh,
And I put a
cute.
picture, and you think, oh my God, I'm like, who cares? That was just this. But then I found a picture from us 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's actually like a really wonderful memory, and they're not out in your house all year long.
Well, I've been wanting to do this, but like obviously still.
I know you don't have a lot of room, so it's a small gift.
No, I know, but this can start it off because I wanted to start only getting like the glass ornaments, but like I wanted to wait until we had a real tree with real house, whatever. But this is like the first memory. I think it's really cute. Thank you.
You're welcome. You
sweet.
always
Thank
remember
you.
us sitting in my Hyundai Kona.
I know.
On the side of the road in Beverly Hills, podcasting after 8 years. We should definitely be doing something better with our lives, but
I love it.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Okay, Selena is dating Benny Blanco.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I
Really?
love it.
I need pictures.
I need to
I
find.
love it.
Okay, so there was a comment. Wait, let me find this. Talk about it really quick.
Okay, so Selena, I don't know. I don't follow Selena I follow her when news breaks. So I'm not a sleuth for her the way that I'm a sleuth maybe for other people. And there was this Academy of Museum thing, gala, a week and a half ago, and she wore this black dress with these big silver roses off the shoulder. I thought she looked the most beautiful she's ever looked in her life. And there's only one thing that can cause that kind of beauty: true happiness.
Yeah.
Like it's the happiness of like you're actually like your life is good right now. And I was like, something's different about her. She's so beautiful. I find out Benny Blanco. Something happened where someone was talking about him on the internet, and she was like, I'm the happiest I've ever been with B. And I was like, what? He's a very interesting person, very rich. And
How is he rich? From
he's
his career?
written every pop song.
Oh yeah, no, he's
every
massive.
Ed Sheeran song,
Yeah.
massive.
And he's really funny.
Really funny, really nice guy. I don't think takes himself too serious. He's like Bieber grown, and that's why I feel like it could work.
Yeah.
And I wanted her with someone who he's in the public eye, but he's not in the public eye.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want her with a super famey. It's like a Jack Antonoff, where it's like you're
Yes.
famous
Right.
enough to have your
Yes.
wedding in Vogue, but you're not like
Yes. You're respected, and you have a very, yes, I get that.
you know.
I wish I could find this comment because it's so funny. So basically, when Justin and Haley started dating, Selena made this like really kind of like rude comment on one of the posts because I don't want to paraphrase it wrong, but it was basically like talking shit about them. And then when she posted with Benny, somebody said that exact same comment verbatim, word for word to her. And then she responded to that comment like they were talking shit to her, not realizing that she had said that same comment to Justin and Haley.
Oh, wow.
But why would Selena post on Justin Haley's thing anyway?
I don't know.
There's no way
she
that was really
posted
her.
on like a news thing. Like, you know what I
It
mean?
might have been like a new, I don't know if it was their actual post, but it was like to some, maybe like a fucking Daily Mail or something about it.
Right. But I don't think she even uses her own social media. But anyway, okay,
But those
Olivia.
comments were, I mean, she was, it was weird.
Okay. Paris Hilton reveals that she didn't change son Phoenix's diaper for 1 month after his arrival. Quote, I'm scared. I'm scared too. I've only changed one diaper in my whole life.
Like somebody else changed it for her.
Well,
Like,
also, if
she's
he was circumcised, it's very tricky when you change their diaper in the first month.
It is?
Yeah, you have to keep that situation like
Very clean.
and have a lot of Vaseline on it, and it's not great looking.
Oh.
But that's also an insane thing that she didn't change a diaper for a month.
But
She
it's like,
was
how are you
scared.
going to learn? Like, but you're going to have to learn at some point.
I think it is so strange. I'm just going to say it. If I had a baby boy, Becca, like, how do you deal with the penis? Like, I know it's there, but it's like, I'm not, this is too gross.
Like,
but anyway, but it's just like they're peeing and you're changing the diaper, but you're literally like, the only person's private parts I touch are mine and my husband.
It's not the same category.
It's not weird at all.
Not at all.
No.
It's probably the same way that like a doctor, when they
Thinks
see
about
someone
your vagina.
else's genitalia,
Yeah.
the same kind of like, not the same category.
Clinical.
It's clinical.
Yeah.
And then with a kid, it's like, I mean, like Callie's got a vagina.
No, I wipe her butthole and I like trim up
Exactly.
her
It's the
vagina.
same.
It is very
It's
clinical.
it's
You're right.
clinical.
Yeah, it's the
I
same thing.
understand.
Yeah, it's the same.
Because sometimes she gets a little like, you know,
Dingleberry.
Yeah.
and I have to keep that hair
there's
short.
nothing worse.
Nothing worse than a dingleberry.
Yeah,
But they don't have little baby hair down there.
absolutely not. They don't get hair until puberty.
Oh, right.
Keltie.
But not even in their bum?
No.
No hair at all.
No, they're hairless.
That's why you're smooth like a baby's bottom. Got
There
it.
you go. Wow.
Okay.
Wow, she's learned something.
Okay. Summer House's star, Lindsay Hubbard, this is for you, Becca, spent her canceled wedding day on a date with Johnny Bananas.
Who's Johnny Bananas?
Oh
don't
my
know.
God, I do. You guys, I went on a date with Johnny Bananas for LadyGang TV.
That was him.
Do you remember it was him
Yes.
and Jeff Dye that I went on like a quote unquote date with, and they both had to like start saying weird shit.
No,
shit
you
to me.
had an earpiece in and
Oh,
Keltie
I
had to say stuff, right?
No, that was a different date. This was like, I don't remember what the thing was. Johnny Bananas was on like Real World, and he does all of those challenges.
Oh, I see
He's
him.
hot. When I was on the date with him, I was like, shit. I
Yeah,
mean, maybe.
he's cute.
But he's also on that villain show, The House of Villains, that's on E! So he is like a reality TV show villain. So, but I kind of like Lindsay Hubbard and him together. Like, I feel like their vibes kind of match.
I like it. I mean, I know nothing about him, but I like that she's getting out of at least, I mean, I know he's a reality person, but I'm sort of sick of like the Bravo people dating each other.
like the incestuousness of it.
From different shows, you
Yeah.
know? I mean, I love Paige and Craig, and I
Yeah.
think they kicked it off, and now everybody's trying to copy them. I like their love, but I don't really like it when they start dating other people in the Bravo world.
Yeah.
You want a Bravo E mix.
Yeah. Like, I want,
But that's that's just good. He's literally so fucking random. There's no more random
very
person than him.
random.
It is.
But like, bring him into Summer House because he's chaos.
Yeah.
And he's a reality
That'd
star.
be good for ratings.
But a different reality star in the way that he does. Like, he's like a manipulative.
wait,
like for the
so
game.
he's on the,
House of Villains.
yeah, but then what did he do to get him on that show?
He's done like every single one of those MTV The Challenges.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Because
Okay.
they have like people from Survivor.
And he was on either Real World or Road Rules, like back
Okay.
in the day. Like, he's been around forever.
That's fun for her.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for her very, very, very much.
Me too. And
I
not
love
for
it.
Carl.
Sorry, Carl.
You're listening to the Lady Gang.
Speaking of dating, John Jansen, Shannon Beador's ex,
Yes.
is allegedly dating Alexis Bellino.
I saw this. This
Who's
is
Alexis Bellino? She was on New Jersey.
She was OC. She was the one who was
Oh,
married to that
obviously,
guy
'cause
that
they're
wore
all-
Affliction jeans.
Oh my God.
I forget his first name, but Bellino was obviously his last name. They called her Jesus Barbie. Like, she's very, very religious, and like I mean, she's just a very typical
What's
housewife
crazy?
of Orange County, but hasn't been on the show in many years.
Well, I had a theory that I think we had a theory that John Jansen was only dating Shannon because he loved the fame.
yes,
Because he
yes,
literally
yes.
looked more miserable than like a Ben Affleck. Like he looked so
Really?
miserable.
Yes.
On every episode, he was like annoyed with her.
Yes.
Like there was never one redeeming moment where he was like, I love you, you're my
And
person.
I actually think that his attitude toward her contributed to her
downfall.
getting such a bad rap because I think when you watch somebody who we're all zany in our own ways, right? Some more than others. But if you're with a partner, like it's like Lisa Barlow and John Barlow. Lisa does her zany things, and if there was a man sitting next to her rolling his eyes or looking at her like he wanted her to die, that's sending a signal to the audience that this person
is bad.
or like their
has, like, no
husband
value.
doesn't even like them, so why should I almost?
Yeah.
And with John Barlow, he looks at Lisa, he laughs at her, he's charmed by her. Like, that's what I want for any woman, truly.
Yeah.
And the fact that he didn't do that, I think he really, and then being with someone like that in general, for anybody, would make you a little cuckoo.
Well, you're just dying for their love and approval.
Yes, and it turns
it's like
you a
you're-
little crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
So I think I want justice for Shannon because he's clearly a fame whore.
Well,
And-
it's just so crazy because he like acted like he was so put
Above
off
the show.
by being on TV and being on the boat and having the charcuterie boards and stuff, and then to go in and date another OC. You love the fame. You love a famous girl.
Yeah, I'm mad. at him.
John, you could be normal. Take your brick head and get the out of pop culture.
Boom.
John,
Mic drop.
Mic drop.
this one's for you, Jack. Limp Bizkit is going on tour.
You guys, I fucking love Limp Bizkit.
I know.
Yes. And
You did
know,
it all for the nookie.
And you know who I love even more is Wes Borland, their guitar player. Like, I'm sure you've seen videos of them. He like is always dressed up in like a crazy skeleton outfit and stuff. I love him so much. Jared has been going on like a deep dive of him because he's like such a normal guy, but he was an art major. And then they started Limp Bizkit and he wanted to bring like his art into the band.
Oh.
So that's why he does all these like crazy costumes. It's like all like performance-y
that's
kind of
cool.
art. Yeah, it's really cool.
I love that I
People-
just looked at Jack in my rearview mirror as a sign of connection during this podcast.
To make eye contact.
yeah. I don't want to turn
Wasn't
my
it
neck too much, you know?
That I can't remember if this is what it was. I think it is. When they did that documentary on when they tried to bring Woodstock back.
Yeah.
And how they blamed Limp Bizkit for
Yeah.
inciting that crazy, like,
Riot.
yeah, because that type of music is, and I guess they like were saying
It's the
they didn't
Nookie's fault.
they needed to stop or something, and they kind of didn't.
Yeah.
And it continued on with like the madness.
I mean, it was like one of many things that happened.
It was like a perfect storm, but I remember them blaming Fred Durst.
I mean, I also love Fred Durst. I'm in his DMs. We've DM'd back and forth a few times.
Wow.
I've asked him questions about, because there's this
You
other...
could have been Miss Biscuit.
I know. I could have.
Oh my God, Mrs. Biscuit.
I just love them so much. I DM'd
glad
him
you're
about
not.
like a question about one of their lyrics and a song of another band's lyrics that were the same. I'm like, whose came first? Like, Fred, you got to tell me. And he wrote me back.
And what did he say?
He said that I think theirs was like an is it an homage
to
I always think
theirs?
that- to the other bands, but I love them. I will be seeing them.
Wow.
And now they sometimes do this like cowboy thing where they all dress up as cowboys.
I just saw this. It's that is upsetting.
No, it's great.
It
and
was
he like
so
he like really
strange.
goes like really in character for it.
But it's the same thing. Like Garth Brooks got made so much fun of for doing the opposite. He's a cowboy.
because Garth Brooks did it seriously.
He meant it.
You know that he did it to prep for a movie they were supposed to do. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
and
really?
then
He was like
that's-
method acting.
they were doing this.
They were launching
Oh, they're gonna film it.
Yeah, they were no. He was playing. It's like it's like A Star Is Born. So
Yeah.
Lady Gaga took on the role of this other singer and did like the whole album for the movie.
Yeah.
She's playing a pop star. This was what Garth Brooks was getting ready to do, play Chris Gaines,
Yeah.
a rock star in
Yeah.
a movie. And so they were doing all the promotional stuff, getting ready, like doing the album and like getting into the character, and then they didn't end up doing the movie, so then he looked like a crazy person.
Oh my God, I love that.
I'm going to ask her
That
about
makes
the
it
next
even
time I
better.
see
and
her.
it's the days before
Yes.
social media, so you couldn't just clear it up.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my
And
God, I love
everyone
this.
was like, he's lost his mind, he's f***ing crazy. And really, he was just trying to get a f***ing Oscar nomination.
Damn.
damn, that's a bummer that never happened.
Maybe it will.
I know. Bring it
And
back.
you know, there's a theory that Garth Brooks is a serial killer. It's a podcaster who Tom Segura has a
my God.
podcast.
Love him.
He's so funny. And he started this rumor that, like, if you look around at cities that Garth Brooks was touring in, like,
At the
when he
time.
went missing.
Oh my God.
It's a genius plot line
Yes.
for a thriller.
Wait, I love this.
I love this too.
But, like, he took it so far that I think Garth's team is, like, really
Please
pissed.
stop.
You're like,
Yeah.
this is actually
'Cause
catching steam
Garth
and we're being
Brooks
looked
is-
into by the police.
Yeah. Garth Brooks is literally the nicest person on the planet.
Really?
His
Like,
documentary is wonderful.
yes. But he's like exactly like I did I flew up to Edmonton, my hometown, to do an exclusive with him when I was on the Insider.
Why was he in Edmonton?
He was playing a concert there, and I was like, "Well, it's on the weekend. Can I go up? I'll fly my way." And I would just want to take my parents. I took my parents to the concert. I took them backstage. He gave them hats.
Oh my God,
like he was
cute.
like lovely.
He's so nice.
I also know,
I
like, a
hope he's not a serial killer.
Really random fact that I am pretty sure it's Garth Brooks that 1/3 of the people in Ireland have been to one of his concerts.
Yes, I think they said that in the documentary.
Really?
Yes.
Which
it was
is
something
so random.
He also broke a record for the largest concert because they did something in Central Park.
Yeah.
But then I think it was recently beat
Yeah.
the record. You should ask him about that too.
Okay. I don't know when
could
I'm
really
gonna see
produce
him.
a Garth segment.
I
if you
feel
need.
like honestly we should
I
do
feel like
this.
we all could. We all know very random
Why
facts
do we
about
know
him.
The fact that we know so much about Garth Brooks, but none of us are like a Garth Brooks fan.
No,
is
I'm a
very
huge
strange.
fan.
I'm not, but I'll
I
be part of
also
the
have
doc.
never seen him live, but everybody says
Oh, it's amazing.
He's great.
Crazy.
It's the greatest, and you know every song. I mean, standing outside
He
the
does it-
fire, there's nothing better.
Yeah.
He does this thing at the end of his show where you get to bring a sign, and then he just picks a song off the sign and sings it acoustically.
Oh, I
in
love
every city, and
that.
it's like always different.
Oh,
so
I
it's
love
like
that.
yeah, very cute.
Should we go see a Garth Brooks concert?
Yes. Keltie can get us in, apparently.
I probably could, actually. He's nice. He would give tickets. Okay. You know, Suzanne Somers died.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Suzanne
R.I.P.
Somers, an icon. But what is so strange about it, so her longtime lover told People magazine that he buried her in a pair of Timberland boots.
Oh.
And then we were like, why? And he goes, Suzanne never really had boots designed for hiking on the rocks. So I ordered some Timberlands for her. I made my gift personal by drawing on them a few words that represented our life to some degree and made them very personal to Suzanne. It's like
That is weird.
She loved to hike and be outdoors. So he thought he would get her some Timberland boots. But then like,
Did she ever wear them?
Did he buy these for her alive?
no.
He bought them after she died.
Yes.
So he's like attaching meaning to nothing.
That's what's weird.
That is
I
bizarre.
don't want to ask him for, and he's grieving. So it's like, I get it. But like, this is Suzanne Somers. Like, we couldn't be in a gown.
I would be so mad.
That's what, and
Exactly.
this is the
Like
point.
Timberland
Timberland boots are
Timberlands.
really ugly. Even
This is
for
the
me.
point. Like, we really want to go to Half Dome, and we're going to do it. But like, if put me in Chanel, okay? Like, put me in fucking Chanel and make me look fierce, and put all my good jewelry on me, and like, that's it.
That's so weird.
That is bizarre. That's a
Can you-
weird
It's just
quote.
like such a sad.
I didn't even know Timberlands were used for hiking anymore.
I don't think it's. I think it's for construction work.
They don't have like the ankle
Isn't it just
support.
for Beyonce? It's for Beyonce and Jay-Z and Crazy Love Video.
They really don't have, I think,
This
the
is-
soul for terrain.
Did you guys have the phase?
They
of,
don't have
They
their
do.
soul for terrain.
I don't think they do.
I think they do. I think they do.
I think they do have a good
yeah,
soul,
it's
but
a,
I don't
it's a
know.
nice chunky
But I think
divot.
it is
You know,
a
a
steel
good hiking
toe.
boot has like a big padding
Yeah.
around your ankle.
I
Like
think it's a
Timberlands
st-
don't.
it's a
I wore
steel toe.
Timberlands in 6th grade
Me
a
too.
lot
Me too.
often. Did you in
I love
Edmonton?
them.
We didn't.
They never made a-
We had. We wore like a winter boot because it was winter
Right.
and it was cold
No.
as shit.
Yeah, California
And you have to
winters.
go to your locker
Abercrombie.
and leave your snow boots in the bottom of your locker to melt and make mud, and then you put your indoor shoes on.
Ugh.
Indoor shoes and outdoor shoes is like a real highlight of my life. Okay. Taylor Swift's on the cover of Time. She's the most interesting person, and she's posing with the cat.
Yeah, I just saw a statistic about cat owners and schizophrenia. Did you see this?
No.
No.
Hold, please. Continue.
Wait, so here's the thing. I actually think the picture is kind of cool. And she's doing like what Kim Kardashian did with the butt and the champagne, but she's doing it with a cat.
But she's like
Okay.
a cat
Which is like
lady.
kind of fun. It's cringy, but
It's
like
cringe.
in a Taylor Swift way.
Yeah, everything she does is a little cringe.
Yeah, like it's cringy in a nerdy way. Like, yeah, I'll come to your Time photo shoot, but you can't put me in a gown. I want to be in a bodysuit with my cat. And you're like, okay, like it tracks for her.
Listen, it's going to resonate with a lot of people. Those people are not me, but like I understand like
Yeah,
the-
I understand too.
Well, there has been a link to earlier studies have found a potential connection between cat ownership and schizophrenia, suggesting that exposure to the Toxoplasma gondii parasite might be the culprit.
What?
Is that a parasite that cats have?
It must be.
Holy shit.
Wow.
That's weird.
Damn.
It can double. A new review found that cat parents are at double the risk of schizophrenia-related disorders.
Wow.
Damn. Okay. The last thing I want to talk to you about is the great switch of lovers. Amy.
Cat feces. Sorry, that's what it is.
Feces.
Okay.
Oh, keep those in a different
Amy
room.
Robach.
Oh, I love this.
And TJ Holmes. So they were together. They are dating now. They were on GMA, one of the hours of GMA. And then they both got fired when they had
An affair.
their relationship because they had an affair. Both of their exes are rumored to be dating. And one of those exes is, Amy, you made a major mistake, is Andrew Shue, who is hot as
Really?
so hot. And this is very Shania Twain.
No, I was like, I commented under a
It is
post
Shania Twain.
saying it's giving Shania.
Yes.
I made a comment.
You did? Wow, that's
Yeah.
weird.
It might have
That's,
been a TikTok.
that's weird.
I know, because I felt it within my bones, and nobody else had said it, so I'm going to be the first person that does.
Jack's a pop culture expert.
Yeah.
It's really, I'm into it.
I love it.
Shania's happy, and Frederick, her new husband, is hot as also.
Great.
Like,
No, it's the ultimate f***ing karma, and the original two probably won't work out because that's what happened to Shania.
Yeah.
It's Shania's ex. And like, then the other two last forever.
Oh my gosh.
and now Amy and TJ are doing a podcast. And you
No.
know what? You know why you do a podcast? Because you have no other options. And we know that because we had
We
no
did it.
other options when we did our podcast.
I did think it was weird that they got fired.
I did too.
You know,
I thought it was
I'm
weird.
like, you're not doing something that like
They're both consenting to having sex with each other.
yeah, it's not something that's like. It's terrible
And
to your
they're the
partners.
equal position,
But
so
you
there's
know-
no power.
Right, there's no
Yeah.
power thing. The problem was it happened during the cancel era. It happened sort of right on the tail end of like, we're scared of any kind of
Controversy.
Controversy.
Yeah.
What they don't realize is like the reason The View has been on for so long is because people cancel those girls all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's what makes it good TV.
Yeah.
Is like you got to have a little controversy. If everything's so safe, it's like there's nothing to talk about.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I would have
true.
loved to see the whole thing play out on GMA3.
Me
I think it would
too.
have been
Fuck,
crazy good
yeah.
for ratings.
Idiots.
And then
Idiots.
who's the third host that has to sit there?
Oh my god! In the
Awkward.
middle of
You
them.
know, in the middle of them. So, what'd
You
you
would
guys
love
do
that
this
job.
weekend? Oh my god, I would love
my
it.
God, you
I
would
would crush.
thrive.
I'd be like, did you guys go to the farmer market? Did you call the paparazzi? Like, it would be amazing.
Yeah, you'd thrive.
Okay. Well, ladies, this was fun. It's a little hot in
It's
here.
getting stuffy.
I don't know that we're going to podcast in the car much more.
No.
But,
But
we
Jared does thank us for not blasting the air conditioning.
I know.
100%. And also, we are going to go to McDonald's and get a Diet Coke.
Yes.
Ooh, baby.
Jack, you're welcome to follow us in your own car.
Thanks.
All right. Well,
Fast.
see you
See you
next
next
Tuesday.
Thanks for listening. The Lady Gang is produced by Alex Ingber, Steve Delameter, and Jared Monaco. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review our podcast. And if you love it, share it with your friends on social media. Like, oh my God, I just listened to Lady Gang. This episode's so great. Swipe up to listen. And if you really want to, which we know you do, please follow us on social at Keltie, at Becca, at jacvanek, and at The Lady Gang. Sign up for our newsletter at theladygang.com and join our secret Facebook group. It's super fun. See you next Tuesday.